we are diving straight into the action with the Bengals fantasy tight end debate. Can Mike Gesicki hold off Jack Endries in 2026? We break down the recent performance trends for both players, looking at Gesicki's roller coaster career and Endries' developmental potential as he tries to carve out a future role in Cincinnati's offense. Get ready for the deep dive.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the coaching staff and the upcoming plans. Bengals coach Zac Taylor opens up about the team's hopes and the intensity of spring camp as they gear up for the next season. We hear what the coach has to say about the team's trajectory moving forward. But the conversation doesn't stop there. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow dropped an off-season truth bomb that has the entire league talking. We explore what Burrow has shared with head coach Zac Taylor regarding the team's outlook and his health status heading into 2026. Finally, we look at the big picture. Joe Burrow is topping the first-time MVP winners list, and he is firmly in the MVP conversation for 2026. We examine why analysts like Moe Motton believe Burrow is the top frontrunner, and what this means for the Bengals' championship aspirations. Stay with us for the rest of the show. Cincinnati Bengals' tight end landscape is defined by a tight balance between veteran familiarity and developmental potential as the team navigates its offensive strategy. The central debate for 2026 revolves around whether established figure Mike Gesicki can maintain his footing against rising prospect Jack Endries. Tight ends have become crucial for Joe Burrow in short yardage and chain-moving scenarios, a role where reliability is paramount. Over the last 3 seasons, the Bengals have struggled, posting below-league average yards per catch for the position. While 2024 saw solid production, 129 catches, 1,114 receiving yards, and 155 targets. Last season saw a dip in fantasy performance, finishing 14th in PPR tight end scoring. Mike Gesicki's career trajectory has been marked by volatility. After an elite breakout in 2021, where he set career highs in catches and yards, his role diminished following a coaching change in Miami, leading to a steep decline. His brief return to Cincinnati proved beneficial, showing flashes of production and providing necessary starting statistics, though his overall floor remains inconsistent. Current analysis suggests Gesicki is best viewed as a sneaky backup, valuable for streaming situations or injury coverage, but lacking the consistency needed to be built around as a primary starter due to Burrow's reluctance to target him in the red zone. Conversely, rookie Jack Endries represents long-term intrigue. Endries has spent 3 college seasons developing, peaking in 2024 with strong statistical output. While he needs to add physicality and refine his route running, he possesses inherent upside, including speed on developing routes and a strong post-catch mentality in contested situations. As a blocker, he shows potential but requires more power at the point of contact. Fantasy projections suggest Endries needs to displace multiple players to secure a meaningful role in the Bengals' passing game, with his best value anticipated later in the season or in 2027. Looking ahead to 2026, Gesicki is positioned as the safer fantasy option due to his established chemistry and familiarity with the system, despite his weekly volatility. Endries, however, is framed as a dynasty stash or late-season watch candidate, with his true fantasy ceiling dependent on earning a significant role beyond the immediate future. The tight end position in Cincinnati remains a key area of contention, balancing proven experience against raw, developing talent. Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zac Taylor has provided an update on the team's upcoming schedule and plans for the spring training camp. In a recent discussion with Yahoo Sports, Taylor outlined his hopes for the team's upcoming matchups and the focus areas for the upcoming training period. Details regarding specific opponents and strategic goals for the spring camp were shared, offering fans and analysts insight into the team's preparation for the upcoming season. The Cincinnati Bengals are gearing up for a potential resurgence in the 2026-27 season, with quarterback Joe Burrow set to lead the charge, despite a challenging previous campaign. In an exclusive interview this week, head coach Zac Taylor revealed his high expectations for Burrow's return to the practice field as the team prepares for training camp. Taylor, 43, expressed strong confidence in the veteran quarterback, describing him as a great leader and stating, "Great to have him here on the field." Burrow's impact on the Bengals' success has been undeniable. Last season, the team finished 5-3 in the 8 games he played, and the club struggled significantly without him, winning only one contest while he was not under center. His performance last year was stellar, culminating in 1,809 passing yards and 17 touchdowns while completing 66.8% of his passes. However, the focus remains squarely on Burrow's health. His injury history presents a significant concern, as he has missed 7 or more games across 3 of his 6 NFL seasons, dealing with issues ranging from a knee injury in 2020-21 to a wrist issue in 2023-24 and a toe injury in 2025-26. Despite these setbacks, when healthy, the former first overall pick is a franchise quarterback capable of delivering elite numbers. This potential is underscored by his 2024-25 season, where he led the league in passing yards with 4,918 and passing touchdowns with 43, earning him his second career Comeback Player of the Year award. The NFL landscape is currently dominated by schedule announcements, but the conversation remains intensely focused on quarterback Joe Burrow, who has recently returned to action for the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow remains a central figure in quarterback discussions, especially heading into the 2026 season, having previously secured 2 Comeback Player of the Year awards. His influence extends beyond the field. Major free agents from rival teams are actively pursuing a roster spot, and the Bengals' front office has orchestrated significant trades for elite talent, including Dexter Lawrence, to align with Burrow's presence. On the topic of individual accolades, Bleacher Report's Moe Motton has placed Burrow at the top of projections for first-time MVP winners in 2026. Motton argues that Burrow holds the top spot due to his leadership in passing volume statistics, a crucial factor in MVP races, contrasting him favorably with other contenders like Justin Herbert. Despite past statements prioritizing team success over individual awards, the possibility of Burrow contending for the top individual honor suggests the Bengals are simultaneously pursuing a championship. This assessment highlights Burrow's continued status as an NFL heavyweight.